Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. So, Bitcoin flips bullish ahead of this massive Fed decision that is coming up tomorrow. Why is Bitcoin bullish? Why is everyone bullish on Bitcoin? Let's talk about it. Let me try to explain. All right, let's do this. Welcome, guys. Look at Bitcoin right now, 27.3. It's been going up and up and up slowly. People are getting bullish once again. That's the bottom line. Okay, people are hopeful for what's to come tomorrow and of course next year. So first, what's coming tomorrow? Well, we have the big FOMC meeting that we all been waiting for a very, very, very long time. The last one was a couple months ago. We really haven't heard Powell since then. We had a Jackson Hole press conference, but not a whole lot was said there. But right now, it's predicted that there's a 98% chance we will not get another rate hike tomorrow, which would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, our 5.25 is high enough. We don't need to go up another 25 basis points. Now, what about afterwards, right? What is Powell going to say? Well, according to BlackRock, okay, their head of global fundamental income strategy, Maryland thinks that there is no more rate hikes for this year or ever. Basically, we will basically remain the same until mid of 2024 when the Fed then starts cutting. That is what BlackRock thinks. Okay, BlackRock is no fool. So they know what's going on, right? Obviously, they know their Bitcoin spot ETF is going to get approved. And they know Powell, Larry Fink probably calls Powell every day. And they know this is time to be bullish because, yeah, I mean, basically what she's saying is what I've been saying for a while. Okay, economic data has been good. It's been slowing down. We have some weakness, but overall still good. There's no reason for Powell to be so hawkish going forward, right? What he's done has worked. Inflation has come down, right? Even though the economy has softened, overall it's still okay, right? And that's quite okay. We don't need destruction. If he keeps going, there will be destruction, and no one wants that, right? So this is what most likely is going to end up happening is right now we're about 5.25, but they list it between 5.25 and 5.5, right? But basically what this is saying is we will hover around here for quite some time until we get the very first cut sometime like May, June timeframe. And then we will keep on getting cuts until we drop down to about 4% in 2025. This looks about right. And what did I tell you guys about next year? The quadfecta. One of the four things I'm looking forward to is rate cuts. It will happen. We can't have elevated rates forever. It will come down, right? And guess what? Right when the cuts are going to happen is when the halving event is going to occur. And spot Bitcoin ETFs, right? And this is going all the way into 2025, the most bullish year of this 4-year cycle. So this is why it's all lining up. And of course, next year, we have the big presidential election too, which traditionally speaking is very good for markets. So we have a quadfecta thing going on here, okay? This is what BlackRock also thinks. So basically, bottom line is this. If this holds true, there is no more rate hikes. Not tomorrow, not in November, not in December, not in January. We will be skipping until we get some rate cuts. Okay? That's why it's good to be bullish on Bitcoin for so many reasons. But I think a lot of people do think that tomorrow will be a very good thing. Okay. And we're going to get a lot of relief. This is according to Thomas Lee, head of research at Fundstrat, who happens to be a big Bitcoin bull as well. I forgot what his, it actually says right here that Bitcoin will reach $150,000. Okay, I don't know within what time frame. But yeah, someone that's very, very bullish on Bitcoin, he believes that tomorrow we will get a lot of relief. What does that mean? AKA price action, price pump. Okay, so if tomorrow goes as expected, we could definitely see some major movement for Bitcoin and entire crypto market cap. Okay, so that's why it's good to be bullish right now. Also, the fundamentals support it, right? Like I've been saying this for a long time. Besides the quadfecta, I mean, holders they're just not selling. The holders just keep on growing. We're right at 76% for long-term and short-term holders. In fact, this is basically equaling our previous all-time high. Last time this occurred, Bitcoin was at $160. Right now, Bitcoin's at $27,000. Major difference, yet the long-term holders and short-term equaling to that previous point, right? Fundamental to Bitcoin has never been better. The conviction and faith in Bitcoin has never, ever been stronger because last 3 years made people open up their eyes to the very fact that our governments don't really know how to deal with money. They're not the greatest with money. That's why we have all these inflation issues and debt ceiling issues, right? And everything else that has happened. More and more people are turning Bitcoin, and the long-term holders that's been holding for years now has more ammunition, and basically they know they're right, but now they feel even better, right? Now they feel like, yeah, I told you guys this is why Bitcoin is the one asset to be holding, right? So that's why. The fundamental of Bitcoin has never, ever, ever been better. They just keep on improving. Here it's just something different. Network processed an all-time high 703,000 daily transactions, right? So even from a transaction standpoint, all-time high. Again, part of the growing fundamentals. It doesn't matter how you measure Bitcoin, other than price. Everything else is basically at an all-time high, right? We have never, ever, ever seen this before. In any of the previous cycles, we had never, ever seen this. Imagine when 2024, the quadfecta hits, and then 2025 with this spectacular fundamentals and with institutional adoption and the trillions that will be flowing into the space, it's going to be unimaginable how good it will be. I mean, it's just going to be so, so nutty. Robert Kiyosaki also believes in Bitcoin. I am constantly asked, what price will gold, silver, or Bitcoin be in 2025? My reply, that is a silly question. More important question is, how many gold, silver, and Bitcoins do you have today? Gold, silver, and Bitcoin are bargains today, but not tomorrow. America is broke. Buy GSBC today before stocks, bond, real estate crash and people rush for gold, silver, or Bitcoin. That is actually really, really true and insightful, right? It doesn't matter what price Bitcoin be. It matters how many you have today. So this is definitely a time to be buying and accumulating, time to be bullish. I argue time to be greedy rather than bearish, because we're at the cusp of the next parabolic move as we get closer and closer to 2024, right? So spectacular, guys, spectacular. But first things first, tomorrow which I think is going to be a good day. I don't think Powell's going to raise rates anymore, right? And overall bring more relief to the market. And depending on what he says, it could be even better than expected, because if he's coming out very dovish saying, you know, I don't think we need any more rate hikes, watch out. The market's going to explode tomorrow. Okay. Now, outside of Bitcoin, of course, there are other bullish projects. Right now, today is actually a pretty good day. You could see most projects are in green. There are some exceptions that are doing even better than Bitcoin, right? But the best performing project of 2023 so far, you may be surprised to learn about this. I certainly was when I read this headline, is Injective. Injective is the top crypto performer of 2023. They have gone up 450%. That's amazing. That's amazing. So what is Injective? They're a DeFi L1 protocol out of Cosmos, okay? And they are their own chain. And they're doing a lot of great things right now, including coming out with something new called NEVM. It's a scaling solution and an interoperability layer, okay, that basically makes it so that dApps are compatible with Ethereum and also Cosmos and also Solana. It's like the trifecta. I don't even quite know how it works, but dApps that's built with NEVM can talk to all three basically ecosystems and all three chains, and that's quite amazing. That is a trifecta. So that is something that Injective is working on. They're also working on 2.0 with their burn, right? Basically, they have this very big burn incentive as well. So that also helps, right? So Injective is actually doing quite well, although I didn't know they were doing that well. And of course, Injective is part of Cosmos, which is a growing layer 0. And there's other L1 chains out of Cosmos. And Cosmos itself is upgrading. They're going to offer liquid staking, but they're going to remove the 21-day locking unstaking period, which is very annoying. 21 days is a very long time, right? So they're going to get rid of that as well. And also there's other things. Injective also has Circle's USDC stablecoin, right? So basic Cosmos, Injective, and there's several others that's within Cosmos ecosystem that are just doing quite well. One of my favorite projects, Cosmos. And Injective, definitely a project to be watching out for. Now, speaking of Circle, Circle is also launching USDC on Polkadot. Not a whole lot of people asking me about Polkadot, but it is still one of the top also L0s out there. They have parachains, which is kind of like the L1 chains. So Polkadot's like a L0, L1, right? Don't hear a lot about it. Gavin Wood kind of left the helm. He's still with the project, but not leading the way. But yeah, Circle's expanding. Obviously, getting a major stablecoin like USDC doesn't hurt, right? So good for Polkadot as well. What else is there? Well, some bad SEC stuff. I saw this. SEC's crypto chief warned more charges are coming to exchanges. Are they referring to Binance or Coinbase or Kraken or Gemini? I don't know, but Gary Gensler is on a rampage, okay? He does not want to lose any more control. That's why he's doing this. So we'll just have to see. But right now, there's a nasty lawsuit with not only Coinbase, but Binance. This morning, I talked about SEC basically complaining to a judge that Binance.us is not complying. They wanted immediate access to their servers, and the judge said no. You have to be more specific, okay? You can't just ask for access to their servers. So I'm glad to see that. And Binance, of course, is fighting back, saying the SEC is being... They just want too much. They just want too much, and they can't comply fast enough, right? So it's kind of a he said, she said kind of thing, right? So we'll see. But SEC overall, they are no good. They're up to no good. What else is there? I saw this Balancer. I don't know how many of you guys use Balancer, but it is certainly getting attacked right now. So Balancer themselves tweeted out, the front end is under an attack. The issue is currently under investigation. Please do not interact with the Balancer UI until further notice. I believe they are AMM DEX. Okay, I've never used Balancer before, but they have a quite a large following, so I'm sure a lot of you guys do. Curve is basically staying their Web 2. And then someone else, XBT, said $238,000 have been stolen. So be careful if you are a Balancer user. Not a great time to be using it right now. All right. That's pretty much it. But I do have some exciting stuff to share with you guys. Now, I hyped this up before, and I'm going to start hyping it more now because it's something that I've been thinking about for quite a long time. Okay? And I've been planning this and talking to people for quite some time, and I think it's ready. I think this is something enjoyable that you guys will like. So I hyped up that I am going to come out with CryptosRus Plus. Okay, why plus? Like that banner says, more crypto, more entertainment. This is actually an old channel I had that I repurposed. That's why it has about 4,000 subscribers. But right now, there's no content at all. So what is plus? Basically, it's my vision of bringing on more hosts so that there will be more entertainment, more education, and more crypto videos overall. Because obviously, I have a lot on my plate. I'm already doing 2 videos per day, right? But there's a lot of other people out there that are very good at what they're doing. So I'm introducing new hosts for CryptosRus Plus. I will be actually doing interviews with them and doing a panel at Cypherpunk, okay, for those of you guys that are going next week. But CryptosRus Plus, right, we'll be launching actually this Thursday with its very first video. And you may be wondering who the hosts are. I think you know a lot of these guys, okay? There will be 3 hosts, 2 very popular, 1 also pretty big in the space, I would say. Right? Who are they? Well, here they are. I got to remove myself. So, a lot of you guys know a blockchain boy, Lucas, huge following on Twitter. So, he will be making his debut on CryptosRus Plus. Also, Joshua Jake, who also has a huge following on Twitter. His very first video will be coming out this Thursday, and it's a really good one. And also AJ, which a lot of you guys know of from Hit Network, right? A host and scriptwriter. Very, very entertaining guy. He will also be producing a video series on CryptosRus Plus. So these are the 3 hosts that will be putting out videos every single week on CryptosRus Plus. And I guarantee they are very different than what I do. Very entertaining and different than anything else that you have seen on any other channel. So I'm excited about it. Make sure you subscribe. I put the link in the description. It's not a subscription program, okay? So you don't have to pay for it. It's just another channel called CryptosRus Plus. Make sure you click that link and subscribe and check out the new videos as they come out. And I will tell you guys as they come out. But the very first one will be on Thursday, okay? So subscribe today. All right, that is pretty much it. That's my big announcement. Let's do some Q&A. All right, let me scroll up here. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, all the way to the top here. Turbo equal is better than Pepe. Never heard of Turbo. You do have a point, George, according to Cal. I like to think so. Thank you. Kyle Sake is a con man, but he's absolutely right with that post. Which, where's that? Where's that post? This one? It is, yeah. This is actually very insightful. Virtual bacon. The Fed's had 2 more hikes before the last hike, so 1 more left max. Hey, the Fed also changes his mind, right? He actually did not say that at the last FOMC meeting. He said it the one before. Last time, he was asked if there was 1 more, and he said he would just have to wait and see and look at economic data. So there's no guarantee that there has to be another one. The red loop, no, one of the hosts is not DD. Are they all George? Yes. All my hosts are George. And they're all ready. They all have their own thing, right? The whole point of CryptosRus Plus is that it's going to help them grow their brand and also help me provide more educational and entertaining videos for you guys, right? So I'm excited about it. Not everyone, you know, well, I was just going to say, some of you guys just love to watch me exclusively, which is fine. But for those of you guys that are looking for more content, especially more entertaining content, I think you guys will like it. We'll see. It hasn't even come out yet. We'll adjust as time goes on. Your thoughts on CRO? I never liked CRO, so there you go. That's my answer. Optimism or Matic? I still like Matic more, but Optimism is a beast. You can't really ignore them at this point. Mr. Miyagi 86, you're welcome. Hello to Australia. Alexandria, thank you. Mike says, I like AJ. He's smart when it comes to TA and crypto. I mean, he's been around the block for a while, right? So I think he'll be a good host as well. He doesn't have the same audience as the other two, as Lucas or Josh, but I think he could do quite well. And I just spoke to him today about this really unique new idea, unlike anything else that anyone else is doing. Oops, I forgot to change my camera. But I think it could do quite well. Am I bringing back FOMO Pass anytime soon? Right now, no. No, because, yeah, I'm sick of hunting down projects. Surprisingly, a lot of really shitty projects applied, and the good ones did not. So it was kind of hard to hunt down some of them. So, yeah. So take a break from FOMO Pass for now. Ray, I actually asked her, and she politely declined. I think she has her own ambitions, so I think 3 will be a good number. I don't know if I need more hosts. I'm not going to give up on you for nobody. I don't care if they're crypto punk. What do you mean by that? I'm not asking you guys to give up on me. It's called CryptosRus Plus for a reason. Okay? It's not a channel that doesn't focus on, I guess, what I'm providing, right? Excellent information, education, hopium, you know, but also at layer in some entertainment. But basically, it's an extension. Mike, I'm glad. I forgot what it was before. I think it was my React channel that I repurposed. And I changed it to my Spanish channel. Then, you know, now CryptosRus Plus. Tomorrow I'm doing something different. I will not be streaming Paul's big speech. I usually do, but I am busy tomorrow. I finally have a chance to take my Ferrari out to the track and have some fun. It's like a sponsored Ferrari thing. I don't know how much driving I'll be doing, but at least it gives me an excuse to take the car out and do something with it. So that is tomorrow afternoon. So I'll record that adventure, but I'm not going to be streaming the Paul speech. I'm sure you can watch it on various other channels that will be streaming it. Can you talk about Chainlink and CCIP? I did that yesterday. Or no, I did that this morning. I just did. Anyways, it's good. It's very good. Way too fast. I don't know if you're making that up. I don't think he's asking for donations. I do know Ben is still working it out with his old company. I don't know the exact details, but I don't think he's asking for donations. Unless he just posted it. I don't know. Performance fuel injection. You know, Whistling Diesel is the kind of guy you really want to hate because of how much destruction he does. I didn't even watch the one where he burned up his Ferrari. It's the same one I have too. He just has, he's like the anti-Mr. Beast. He will just destroy everything for views. I think it's such wasteful, but it's like, you know, he is who he is. He makes it very entertaining. That's his thing. But no, I'm not going to be going in that direction. $10 minutes ago, somebody begging for some donation. Oh, I didn't see that. I have to watch it. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I don't know about. So I've heard some stuff. It's not good. I wish him the best. I've said that. I've always said that. You know, but he's going through some stuff right now. He's going through some stuff. Yeah, Whistling Diesel, he's just he's so wasteful. Like, I never watched his earlier stuff, but, you know, when I saw that he bought a new G-Wagon and dropped it from a crane through a house, then he just completely wrecked a Model 3. And then he bought a Ferrari, and, you know, he was wrecking it, but it was still in one piece. And then finally, he couldn't help himself, and then decided to burn it down. It's like, it's just too much. Too much for views. It's just, you could do so much more with that money, right? If you really don't want it, at least donate it or give it away, sell it, you know, do something rather than just watch $400,000 burn to the ground. You know, I might ask Ben Cohen to go to Cypherpunk since he's in Miami and Cypherpunk is in Fort Lauderdale. Ben, I've talked to him Ben Cohen. I talked to him a couple times. He's really about just staying in his lane, which is fine. Big TA guy. He likes to promote his program. That's really the only thing he promotes. And, you know, he doesn't really do a whole lot of anything else. But I'll ask him if he wants to go to Cypherpunk. OG, that's the one I'm talking about. The whistling diesel. He drove it through a cornfield and corn started catching on fire and he just let the thing burn. I didn't even watch that I didn't even watch that video because it's just I can't bear to watch, you know, $400,000 car burn up. Mara sucks. How much minus are you, Mara? I didn't even check. Mara doesn't suck, okay? When the market gets weak, people like to hammer. When I say people, Wall Street likes to hammer on Bitcoin-related stocks. Coinbase took a dump recently. Hut 8 took a dump. Mara did too. But doesn't mean that they turned bad in any way. They're still one of the bigger Bitcoin miners out there. If all the institutions are buying BTC over the counter, which means it doesn't affect the price, how will all that money come in and make the price go up? But keep in mind, that is true, but keep in mind, OTC market, there's only a finite supply of Bitcoin. Just think about it. There's not an unlimited amount of Bitcoin being sold OTC market. If the buyers dry up, the sellers dry up, and there's no more sellers, OTC market, guess where they have to buy from? From the open market, from the exchanges, right? It's not unlimited amount of Bitcoin being sold OTC. Rowdy crowd tonight. I think it's true. I think it's pretty rowdy. Any meme coin searching? No. No. None. Meme coins are dead right now. Not a good time to be searching for new meme coins. Watch out. Someone might try to take your platform like they did with Ben. No, they won't. Because I own 100%. It's not possible. Yeah. So rule number 1 is if you're going to start a business, don't have partners. Although that seems very hard to do, and sometimes it's impossible without partners. Yeah, keep it whole as long as possible. And don't max out credit cards. Yes, Smithy, that is correct. Don't invest more than what you can afford to lose. Yeah, there's a few fundamental things. Okay, as long as you follow them, you're good. I bought it from Gray Market. That was when it was hard. It was right before COVID. I got my Daytona. I recently found one at an authorized dealer, a two-tone Datejust, beautiful watch. Actually, you see some of them in authorized dealers now, but you know, Overall, the market is coming down for watches, but the very high-end ones are still very hard to get. Namelo, you're talking about SBF Adventures, which actually takes a really, really long time to do. A 3-minute video will take like a week. So, no, I won't be doing that. I won't be doing that. But I will be promoting CRU Plus, which you guys should all subscribe and watch. Although I can't make promises, but I do know this. I will be on these guys, and they're all great. They're great video makers already, but I'll be making sure that the ethos of CRU, CryptosRus, will be carried forward by these guys. But I saw the video already from Josh that I'm going to put out this Thursday. It is fantastic. It's way different than anything else that I've ever put out, or different than anyone else has put out. I think you guys will enjoy these videos, so make sure you subscribe. Okay, they will not be replacing me, but it is going to be a new channel that I want to run separately. I will be putting my, again, ethos and my marketing force behind it and see what happens. As that says, more crypto, more entertainment. So make sure you subscribe. All right, I think that's pretty much it for tonight. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Overall, Bitcoin is bullish. I'm bullish, and many people, I think, are bullish for tomorrow. So let's see what Powell says tomorrow. I'll see you guys at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Almost forgot what time zone I'm in. All right, I'll see you guys in the morning. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.